August 14th, we're here in downtown Tampa on the corner of Franklin Street and Tyler. I'm here with Jean Petroni of St. Jude's Helping Hand. She's been feeding the homeless for many years down here. Now all of a sudden there's a change on the streets of Tampa. What's going on, Jean?
Well, for the last 2 days they've had all kinds of stories in the Tampa Tribune about how the police have said that there's ordinances that you can't feed the homeless on city property, and that people will be arrested if they feed the homeless.
What do you think is causing this?
I think it's totally politically motivated, like it was way back when the Super Bowl came to Tampa a few years back. And then all of a sudden the Tampa police acted like stormtroopers, just as bad as Hitler's SS. They were attacking the homeless, they were destroying their property, they wouldn't let them sit on the benches, they wouldn't even let them stop in Tampa, which is totally wrong. I think it's, like I said, I think it's politically motivated, and I think Bob Buckhorn is right behind it. Because I talked to Bob Buckhorn when he was campaigning, and he went to the Gay Board Coalition in Ybor City, and he told me that the homeless had nothing to worry about, that I could still feed the homeless. And I think that he should be ashamed of himself. He's just like any other politician. I don't care what they say, if he's Democrat or Republican. As far as I'm concerned, you can't tell them apart. They're all a bunch of liars.
Now, under what ordinance or what rule or what law are they trying to arrest people under?
I don't even think they have a legitimate ordinance, and I think they make it up as they go. And I think now that people that the churches, and I think people that do care to help other people, all need to unite and start showing our muscle for a change and making these changes permanent where we can feed the homeless. Because I will tell Tampa, the police, and Bob Buckhorn, you'll throw me in jail, but I will not stop feeding the homeless. That's part of what I do. That's what the charter for St. Jude's Helping Hand Foundation was all about.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing this ever since I ran for county commission against Rhonda Storm back in, I think, 2004.
And during all this period, you never had a problem?
No, not really. I only had one policeman that came over and just spouted a few things, and he went and parked on the side, and one of my helpers went and took him a hot dog and asked him if he'd like to eat, but he refused. But no, I haven't had no problem. In fact, I've actually had Tampa police officers that have stopped and said, there's a homeless person that's hungry, can I bring them over to you? And they would actually bring them in the car and drop them off so I could feed them. All the police are not heartless like these stormtroopers are. They have hearts, and they believe in helping one another. So it's not all of them. Now I have my doubts about this new police chief. I don't think that she has a heart. I think she's a very cold person.
Any final words, Jean?
Well,
we'll be following this.
I don't know. You know, we can keep on talking, and that's the thing. Talk is cheap. I'll back whatever I said. They'll haul me off to jail. And I'll guarantee you we will have national publicity. And Tampa will not look good for this Republican convention.